the Coliseum.
Hello, hopefully we're on live. It looks like we are. Here we go. We're doing the Dom hand jive going on there.
Oh no.
We've got to do something to cheer us up, haven't we, Dom? Yeah.
Making
Good
that sound
evening.
even worse.
Well, yeah, that's true. Good evening if you're in the UK like us. Good afternoon if you're in California. I don't know where the good is coming from, but hopefully we will find some in the next half an hour. Because if you are spending a bit of your day watching us right now, you will be all too painfully aware that the A's are 0-6, 6 games played, 6 games lost. We've basically been a pile of shit, I would put it, Tom.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
There's been little specks of glitter, like someone tried to roll the shit in glitter, but yeah, no, it's fair. Not good enough so far.
No, and it's unfortunately it's kind of like if it was just the pitching that wasn't working, or just the offense, or just the fielding, you could say, well, okay, we just got to tighten up here or there. But we're allowing too many runs and we're not scoring enough. That's not a great combination to win baseball games.
Fundamentals.
It is a bit, yes. So
The
I'm going
runs in the first LA game as well, where there was a demonstration of how not to play baseball.
Yeah. I'm going to move across to a new screen on the live stream so you can see some of the chat messages. Hello, Trevor, Murphy, and all those. Matthew, let's go, Oakland. Good afternoon, Matt and Dom from Murphy Barales. Thank you very much. Trevor says, we suck all around. Yes, I'm assuming you're referring to the A's team. Don't want to get into that sort of stuff on the chat. If you want to join in on the chat, you can do so. It's particularly easiest to do it on the YouTube channel. So if you don't know the link to the YouTube channel, just go to YouTube, search for Oakland A's UK, and then you'll find us. So you can stick in your chat comments and they should appear over there. There we go. Dom's looking at me like I'm mad because he can't see it, but there is like a chat thing. Looks really good. You'll enjoy it when you watch it back, Dom.
I'm going to watch it later,
Yeah. So, yes, it's Dom and myself here. Hopefully Hannah will be back from her walk at some point. Let me know, Dom, when she's
messaged. She's on the way. She won't be long.
On the way. So, yes, we thought we would do a live stream today. We always like to do a live stream before a day game where we can, but today we certainly needed to raise our spirits, I think, and yeah, it's been very difficult. And being honest, and this isn't making excuses, we knew that this start was going to be tough. When you're starting out with a 4-game home series against the Astros, who not only are very good, but also there's all of the baggage with them too. You then have a 3-game series against the Dodgers, who are a fantastic team. Then we've got a 3-game series in Houston. I mean, that's about as tough a 10-game stretch in 10 consecutive days that you could ever ask for, Dom. So we knew it was going to be tricky, but we've really made hard work of it.
Yeah, I think it could only probably have been made harder were the first 7 on the road rather than at home.
Yeah.
At least we've had fans, but despite the fans doing their utmost, we just haven't risen to the challenge. And I think that's the best way that I could put it. It feels to me like the players haven't risen to the challenge, as opposed to them not being good enough. Because we see in flashes.
We've seen it in flashes, yes. So Murphy Uber Alice has said the Braves won today, so maybe this is our time because the Braves really have a winless team. Mark has said, assume Hannah forgot to set the alarm. Quite possibly.
Speaking of which, Matt, if you want to run any videos.
Oh, okay. So Hannah apparently is here. Dodgers are also pitching power. So you mentioned that at Murphy Uber Alice. I have a very nice little fancy lineup video for your delectation that lasts a couple of minutes, so have a look at that now, and when we come back we should have Hannah in the building and getting involved in all of the fun. So here we go with the lineup video.
And now, the starting lineup for the Oakland A's.
Batting lead-off once again for the A's, it's Mark Canha, he's designated hitter today. Batting second, it's Jed Lowry at second base. And batting third, our centre fielder, Ramon Laureano. Batting fourth, and filling in at first base for Matt Olson, it's Mitch Moreland. Batting fifth, ain't nobody like him, it's Matt Chapman, our third base. And batting sixth, making his 2021 debut in the field, it's Seth Brown. Batting seventh, our star man in right field, it's Stephen Piscotty. Batting eighth, the shortstop we can't help falling in love with is Elvis Andrus. And batting ninth, it's our catcher, Aramis Garcia. And on the mound today for the Oakland A's, he's not a very naughty boy, he's the Messiah, Jesus. It's Jesus Luzardo, the left-handed pitcher, looking to pitch the A's to our first win of the 2021 season. And that's the starting lineup today for the Oakland A's, taking on the LA Dodgers. As for those Dodgers, both Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger are getting a day off today. So the lineup is Taylor, Seager, Turner, Smith, Pollock, Muncy, Barnes, Lux, and McKinstry. And on the mound for the Dodgers, it's Trevor La Tossa Bauer. Hopefully the A's offense can finally show up and put him in his place, and Jesus can pitch us to our first victory of 2021. Okay, so welcome back to the live stream. Hopefully you enjoyed that little lineup video. Hannah has joined us. Welcome, Hannah. How are you?
I'm very well, guys. I'm very optimistic, actually.
Optimistic?
Touch wood.
Why?
Because a losing streak has to end sometime.
That's very true. As
you can't deny that.
No, as the chat comment mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the Atlanta Braves won today, so they've got their 0 out of the way. So maybe it's time for us. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Hannah. You know, we're not going to lose 7 in a row to start a season, are we? That would be ridiculous.
No, and if we do, I'm going into hiding.
Yeah, oh dear. And if we do, we'll go to Houston on 0-7. Oh God. I mean, if we could sweep them there, that would be great. But
I said all along, if we got 3 from the first 10, that'd be an all right opening. Just have to sweep them in Houston if it doesn't go tonight.
Yeah, and difficult today. So we've just had a look at the lineup, and this has been the issue. Not only are we getting beaten up on the scoreboard, we're getting beaten up actually in terms of the players. So even Matt Olson is missing today. He's a bit banged up. I think it was his knee that's been banged up. So he's not playing first base. I mean, that was one of the reasons why we brought in Mitch Moreland, because he can play a decent first base, although he's not hitting at all at the moment. Designated misser is what is being referred to as on Twitter at the moment.
Particularly harsh when he's playing first base.
It is, yeah. Let's call him first baseman today. He did make a really good play.
He played well yesterday.
He did, yeah. I was about to say, he did
of
make some good plays, yeah. So this is contributing there. But yes, it's Canha leading off his designated hitter today. He's done well, actually, Dom. Your main man has started off pretty well.
Yep, got a home run in the first game, didn't he, against LA?
Got a home run. Yeah, I think we've only got him and Pinder are the two people, and they're the only 2 home runs we've had in the first 6 games. So that's a bit of a concern, isn't it? But yes, Canha, Lowry, Laureano, Moreland at first base. And Seth Brown coming in today. What do you think of that? He was called up yesterday, playing left field today, left-handed hitter. We're facing Bauer today, who's right-handed. Then the Astros are going to be putting 3 right-handed pitchers on the mound this weekend. So give him a run, do you think?
Yes, because I think this ties into my optimism from earlier. A guy like that is surely going to want to come in and prove a point. You know, why wasn't I in the lineup from day one? And I'm going to show you why you made the wrong decision. That would be perfect.
That would be
Yeah,
perfect.
it comes back to the hunger point that we made earlier on. Feels like we've not risen to the challenge. Let's give a few of the youngsters, some of the fresh blood, a chance.
Yeah.
They should be hungry, shouldn't they?
They should be, and there's no reason to panic, given that there's so many games still to play. But it's such a, you're putting yourself in a hole right from the off, and we saw that immediately losing the full game series against the Astros, and then losing the opener against the Dodgers. You then come up against Clayton Kershaw last night, who had struggled a bit against the Rockies in the first game, but was excellent yesterday. And when you come up against Kershaw and he's in that form, well, you can't really complain when you get beat. And the same could happen today with Bauer if he's really on his game. And that's kind of the issue we've put ourselves in now, isn't it? That we've, when you get beat by the best pitchers, well, you just have to hold your hands up. But we're not beating anyone at the moment.
Well, I'm sure Bauer will be put off by the lovely nickname you gave him in that video.
Trevor the Tosser, yeah. Not so clever Trevor.
You'll have rattled him, Matt.
I hope so. He needs to be rattled.
I'm hoping those
Preferably
4
with a
runs he
brick.
gave up after he did his. He was almost on a no-hitter, wasn't he, until the 7th or something? And
Yeah,
then
he
gave
was
up 4
going well.
runs, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed that rattles him.
Oh, Matt Carner, come out, solo home run,
Yeah.
first pitch.
Now that
Just
would
to
be,
shake him.
yeah, that would be the way to start, wouldn't it?
See if we can lead for more than 10 minutes.
Oh, I know. I think it was like 12, wasn't it, or something stupid. But again, that gets to the same old thing. We just keep, when you're falling behind, we're having chances with bases loaded or 2 runners on, not bringing them home.
We need some risp.
We need some risp. Did you see my careless risper joke
Yes.
the other day?
Yes.
So, yes. Apparently, I saw from someone else's video that they had put a little bit of careless whisper. I don't think it was age related, but careless whisper on their video, and it immediately got taken down by the copyright algorithm. So I won't be trying that one, I'm afraid. But we need to be risping again. Craig David is more than happy to support us, Dom. I'm sure he is.
Exactly. We need to be risping away.
We need to rewind. We're in the Crowd Sabo selector and get back to winning ways, even though we've not actually had any winning ways as yet.
7 days a week.
7 days a week, yes.
It's another one of his classics.
I know, he gets up to some business, that Craig David, doesn't he? During his week. A very naughty boy.
Feels like our lawyers are listening again.
Well, they are. They're always on the prowl, those damn lawyers. Anyway, never mind lawyers. So, in an effort to raise spirits for absolutely everyone, including ourselves, I have put together a list of 5 reasons why we are going to win today. You'll like this, Hannah. I'm sure this is right up your street.
Yes, go for it.
Reason 1, Trevor Bauer is on the mound, and Trevor Bauer is a prick. Now, the reason this is a reason why we're going to win is because the baseball gods surely are going to be on our side today. I know it didn't work in the 4-game series against the Astros.
We were swept at home to the Astros.
but-
There's no justice in this game.
That was over Easter, though. They were busy. It was Easter. They were busy. Now Easter's out of the way. We'll be fine. They're going to come to our aid and let us beat Trevor Bauer. So that's reason number 1. Kind of linked to that, reason number 2, Jesus Luzardo, the Messiah, is on the mound for us. And again, although he lost in his first game, that was Easter, that was Good Friday, so he had his mind on other things as the Messiah.
He's busy elsewhere.
Exactly, yes. So he's going to be fully concentrating. I should say Mark, our pal Mark, has said we need the A's to win on a Wednesday, then again on a Thursday, keep it going on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday, etc, etc. Yes.
He knows. He knows.
As per Craig David, MBE. Is he actually an MBE, Mark? Or have you
should
made
be.
that up? He should be, yeah. Well, many people should
certainly
be.
is.
He certainly is.
Services to Airs UK.
And that, Mark, genius Mark, you have tied in brilliantly with my third, number 3. This is a fact, an indisputable fact. The A's are unbeaten in the 2021 regular season on Wednesdays.
Yes.
We haven't played on a Wednesday to this point, but that's not the point. We are unbeaten on Wednesdays. You can't deny that. Everything's going to be fine. 4th reason, slightly similar. We are unbeaten in 2021 when Seth Brown has started in our lineup. again, he hasn't actually been on a roster until this point, but he could be the golden touch for us all coming through. And finally, I've got my fifth, which you can't see, I've got my Love Stomper Hate Fisher t-shirt on. And if that doesn't bring us luck today, I don't know what will. Good point, Matt, says Murphy Uberales. Yes, thank you very much. All 5 of them were good points, surely. What reasons do you guys have? Hannah, you said you were optimistic. What reasons do you have that we're going to win today?
Quite a dark one. I just read that Rosenthal, you might have already covered this, is potentially going to have surgery.
Yes. I haven't covered it, but yes.
Okay. So that is my reason 6. Because it's not fair.
It's not fair.
So far.
Nothing's fair.
So something has to be fair, and today it will be. That's my reason.
Oh, I hope so. God, we were so excited when we signed Trevor Rosenthal. Wow, we never sign players like that. We've really gone out and pushed the bat out, and he's buggered his shoulder. Yeah, if he needs surgery, which it looks like he might, could be out 3 to 4 months. So that's cheered me up. Dom, anything that's cheered you up?
Yes. Strength in unity. A's
Dude.
family.
Oh,
Family.
yes.
Strength and unity. Our precious, precious things have arrived. They
Beautiful
will be
they
winging
are
their
too.
ways
Beautiful.
to lots and lots of people. The arrival of these will herald a change in our fortunes, I am sure.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, it's a good message for today, isn't it? You know, there's lots of people who are unhappy, rightly so, you have to say. But yeah, strength in unity, stick together, get behind the team, and we will come through brilliantly.
Yeah, the message will be the same as in a football match. For 90 minutes, or in this case 9 innings, we will be united behind the A's.
Absolutely. Yes.
Always.
Talking about being united against Fisher, as per my t-shirt. Have you read Alex Coffey's article? She wrote a very good article after yesterday's game, basically saying where's Fisher in all of this, that once again the A's front office have done their best, but we've got so little depth in the organisation because of the lack of money, just $83 million payroll this year. What chance have we got? Evening, you lot, from Sarah. Sarah has joined us via Periscope. Nice to see you, Sarah. Well, one of the 2 Yankees fans that is
famous
nice.
Sarah of the only 2 nice Yankees fans fame.
That's the one. Feel free to comment back
Hi,
there,
Helen.
Sarah. Will you be joining us for the A's game, Sarah? Let us know. Which is starting, I should point out again, in about 15 minutes' time.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Frustratingly unavailable in the UK, other than on an MLB subscription, as I researched earlier
Yes.
for one of our followers.
I was having a look to see if the Yankees are playing. Oh, the Yankees aren't until 11:35 tonight, so no excuse, Sarah and Helen. Helen is an A's fan, whatever she tries to pretend. So I'm sure she'll be on.
That does make Sarah the only nice Yankees fan.
Sarah has put, ha ha, we listened to the podcast. It's always a dangerous one when someone says they listen to the podcast, isn't it?
That could be anything. Yes.
Could be anything, yeah. I was looking through the score, seeing if there's anything interesting there.
Mind you, it's a step ahead of Hannah.
A step ahead, one step ahead.
I did listen to it. We haven't done a minute's silence today, actually.
I don't know if is the Cannon Fodder music
I
lined
don't
up.
have the Cannon Fodder music on tap, but
Sarah
Sarah says she is
joining,
joining, by the way. So
oh, good. We'll definitely win them.
Well, she's our lucky mascot, or was in the playoffs. So
that's true. Thanks, Sarah. I mean, it's the sort of
that's
situation.
That's our 8th or 9th, whatever number.
I know, we're racking them up. Well, this is what we needed to do. Matthew said the bats need to wake up. Chappie needs to step up. I mean, that's fair. Chappie, after the tough end to last season with a hip surgery, we really hoped we'd see the best of him. He certainly looked good in the field, that's one thing, but bat isn't getting going yet. It's only 6 games, but he's the sort of guy where if he gets hot, he can really spark the whole offense going. So, Hannah, I think he's a guy, maybe Ramon Laureano too. He obviously hurt his hand with the dive into first base, but I just feel we need a spark from somewhere.
I have just thought of another reason.
I
I dropped Matt Chapman in my fantasy to bring us good luck, so that's another one.
Good. Yeah. I don't
You did
think.
warn me, Matt.
Yeah, I never draft ace players.
Have people done?
I never draft ace players in my fantasy teams. I can't do it. I don't want to tempt fate. Agreed. Chappie has not done the best offensively. From Murphy Baradas, no, he's not. But he will come good. We know he'll come good. Ain't nobody like Matt Chapman.
I don't know if I'll be able to get this to work on camera, but I have gone for A's socks. I've gone for Oakland socks on one foot.
Beautiful.
And A's socks on the other foot.
I also put my A's socks on.
Beautiful. A's
socks.
So
non-matching pair of Oakland and A's socks. I don't know what else I can do, frankly.
Yeah. Well, talking about what we can do, Ross, our friend from Right Field Bleachers. Hi, Ross. Thanks for joining in on the live stream. He says, we need my boy Pinder back. Oh, how gutting was that, Hannah? Like, those 2 Superman catches, the home run. I mean, he made a great play on the fielding play when he got injured with his knee. You thought, finally, Pinder is in the team. He's going to prove that he deserves an everyday position in the lineup. And then, bang, happens again.
Oh, I'm gutted for us because, you know, he was doing great and I was excited for him, but I'm gutted for him as well because I felt like, not that, you know, this is his chance over because he will come back and hopefully he'll continue his form, but it just felt like he could have been the little spark when everyone else was just waking up very slowly.
Yeah,
he was straight at it, and it's a shame that that happened.
Yeah, he's always kind of been the odd man out a little bit, hasn't it? With second base or with the outfield, it's kind of, you know, in case of emergency, break glass for Chad Pinder or something, and which is good in the sense that he's someone we rely on.
Ultrasonic hammer that smashes glass.
Maybe, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. You know, and it's good that he's got that flexibility, but it's a bit like in football where sometimes being a player who can cover different positions almost holds a young player back sometimes because they want to cement a place and just settle in there and prove their worth at a specific position. And Pinder hasn't really had a chance to do that in the last 3 years, I'd say.
No, agreed. I think if the A's are looking to replace rise and grind as a hashtag,
I think we need
Pinder every day would be a good one.
Mm. Yeah.
That's my petition.
Yeah, so that's getting plenty of comment, isn't it? They dropped Rooted in Oakland for Rise and Grind, and we've gone down
Look what
the shitter.
happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it back.
This
Maybe
is
that
the
should be our
power,
hashtag.
the power of Twitter. Maybe we need a new hashtag. I know we had hashtag
BTC. Yeah, it's not worked for us.
That's not worked at all.
Let's go with Pinder every day.
Pinder every day. He is injured at the minute.
Pinder every day when he's back.
Yeah, Pinder every day
it's a
when
long
he's
hashtag.
not injured. It's quite a long hashtag.
And BTC back to BTN.
BTN, better than nothing. Okay. It's not on the lineup today, but he may come off the bench. There we go. Tony Kemp with a walk-off. I'm not going to say home run. That would be asking too much. But
a walk-off bloop.
A walk-off bloop into short right field or something. And the A's win. Walk-off walk. Hey, walk, don't run. There's no need for getting too hasty with things. I would, like all of you guys, I would take a win however it came.
Yes,
wild
absolutely.
pitch, pass ball, who cares?
It is. It does feel like that. It feels like they just need to get one under the belt so that it starts to gel, change the momentum. It's like when Robbie Fowler re-signed for Liverpool. He just needed one to go in off of his arse. That's what we need tonight. One in off the arse.
Well, there's the hashtag for today. One in off the arse.
Oh dear.
I mean, it would confuse anyone who hasn't watched the live stream, but that's your penance for not watching the live stream.
Yep,
you won't understand one in off the arse. Are you in charge of Twitter today, Dom?
Oh, am I? I can be.
You can be. Just don't let the
Don't
Astros
the
fan
Astros.
hounds come and marching all over us.
The tweet that caused that was after the game had actually finished.
So Ross is enjoying the live stream. Good to have you along, Ross. As always, God
Cheers,
knows
Ross.
we would love to be out there at some point. I mean, we're at least sort of getting slightly out of lockdown, or starting to. So, yeah, none of us have been vaccinated as yet, but fingers crossed we can get to Oakland maybe late in the season. But yes, there was another comment. Sorry, I missed it. Amateur hour. I apologise. There's a lot going on here. Anyway, we're coming up to past, so we shall call it a live stream of great success. Wonderful graphics, wonderful chat. It's just been perfect. I think you would all agree, and a perfect way to set us up for today's game. A desperately needed win today. Like I said, we're not going to go 0-7 to start the season. We are going to beat Trevor Bauer. Are you confident, Hannah?
Yes.
Dom, are you confident?
Yes, absolutely.
We're all confident. Come on, Oakland. Woo! We're going to do it.
Oakland.
Let's go, Oakland. Here we go. We're going to win today. We're going to shove it up Bauer's rear end and, get a good win to set us on our way. The comeback starts here. How many games have we got left? 156, is that right?
Yes.
There's a dude that works in finance there and he's not said a word.
We're going to go 156 and 6. It's written in the stars. The Astros ain't going to know what's going to hit them over the weekend. Come on, the A's will beat the Dodgers and get our season underway. Thanks everyone for watching, both on YouTube and on Twitter. If you're watching after the live stream, watching it back, we'll let you know on our Twitter account at Oakland AUK when we are going to go live next time. So keep an eye on the Twitter account, on Instagram, on Facebook, and all of that stuff to follow along and to know when we're going live. So you can join in on the chat as Murphy, Uber, Alice, and everyone else has done today. Thanks everyone. Thanks Hannah and Dom. And we'll see you hopefully with the A's having at least one win on the board. So I shall seamlessly sign off and bring up a final screen, and you will all say, Matt, you are a production live stream genius. Good.
I hope they're still seeing this.
They're still seeing this. Don't you worry about that. Thank you, guys. See you later. Go A's from Murphy Uberales. Thanks a lot. Let's get a win today.